Hello fellow artists, I will be reviewing the Bic pen and also just teaching some techniques while I'm doing it. I'm going to be drawing Wolverine, okay? So I'm going to pull some references here just for pose. Actually, I'm not, I'm just going to make this up. Okay, so the Bic pen, I really like the Bic pen. The reason why I like the Bic pen is because you can draw pretty fast with it. And because you can do this, you can create really cool shading while you're drawing. So that's why I really like it, because a lot of pens hold on, I'm getting into how this Wolverine is going to be shaped, and then I get into art mode. A lot of the pens, if you go too fast, they end up either gripping the paper, and I'll put in the links in the description as to what kind of paper I use. But with the Bic pen, once you start going really fast, it just glides over the paper, which you can start to get really cool effects once it does that. So with this, I'm kind of just once again painting my happy little lines, not getting too caught up in the drawing. I'm already kind of not feeling this drawing, so I need to, let's see, what am I going to do with this? Let me actually change the whole composition of this. I'm gonna take him down this way. Make his eye here. I'm gonna kind of sketch this out first, but see how this really can get to where it's flowing. You don't have to overthink it. Right now I'm going to just sketch out where his mask is going to go and put down the basics here. Kind of change this up. I remember to have fun with it too. For me, if I start to get caught up on it looking good or needing to look a certain way, it becomes not fun. It becomes more stress induced. So just remember to have fun with it and let it flow as you go. Cut this head, so it's kind of a stoic pose. There's not too much going on here, which is okay. Sometimes when you're drawing, things don't have to be exactly, perfect. These are good exercises, and to me, the drawing aspect of it becomes kind of like a mental health thing, a therapeutic thing. Notice how I'm not getting too close to the tip of the pen. This allows me to block in what needs to be where without getting too caught up into the detail of everything. And this is what I mean by like the way the Bic pen is designed, it allows you to just go really fast. And now I have to reverse shade this because the original line was too big for his head. But here's the beauty of the Bic pen. You can just go really fast. And I'm also really high up on the pen still. Whoops. And if you've seen my shorts, these drawings are drawn without lifting my hand. You can see a bunch of the shorts on my channel. I do them to, you know, for motivation and for other people, so when they see them, they're like motivated to create. I think creating is so important, and anybody can do it. So it's just fun. So we're painting these, not painting, we're drawing these happy little, you know, scribbles. And now when I get into more of the shading, my hand's going closer to the tip here to get into the details of what I'm doing. And this is where you can kind of really start to shape out your character. I'm also timing this so I'm not taking a tremendous time on this drawing. So here with the Bic pen, I'm just doing lots of like this. Then I'm getting the circular motions create the texture, and then cross hatching where I'm going back and forth. And then I'm going to kind of develop the mouth here. And with this technique, it allows me to block in a drawing really quick. I mean, I'm 7 minutes in, you already see the kind of layout of where I'm going with this. I'm going to get into this other eye. I believe, yeah, that's why it looked off. I don't know what's happening with his mouth there. I'll get to it in a second. And I'm also a lot closer to the pen, like I mentioned. I'm going to back my hand back up for the blocking of the shading. So the right side is going to be the darker side. I think he has like a stripe or something here. Gonna block that in. So here we go, more really quick shading. Bringing your hand back up on the pen also helps. This allows the fluidity of the shading process. And this light really helps. These nan lights help. I think I should put a description and all that kind of stuff of what I'm using that you don't see. Because I've tried all kinds of lights and stuff like that. So now I'm going to come back and then kind of get into where exactly his teeth are. And the Bic pen's really good for like this kind of stuff. I get really short and quick cross-hatching and texture and all that kind of stuff. And other pens, really hard to do that fast. The other thing that I like to do with the big pen is, once you get into where you want stuff, you can kind of turn the pen a little bit and you get a whole kind of different shading effect. You slightly turn, when you lift it back up like this, it's darker. And when I turn it like this, I can get these almost as if the pen becomes a pencil because of the gradient you can get out of it. And then I lighten the pressure of it, and then I fade it out, and it gives you this feeling that sorry guys, the camera cut off there, so I had to stop and turn everything on. But I'm going to go back to drawing without lifting the hand. I'm going to finish this up really quick. I hope these kind of reviews help inspire you to just get to drawing. And then with the mindset also, just to draw without the constraints of having to look good. Just go for it and make it fun. Because every time you draw, even if it turns out bad, you're gonna get better at doing it. I'm going to turn the pen again so I can get some of that shading, the gradient. I'll come down here, and this is the beauty of the big pen too, is that it allows you to go like this, circular motions, fill in spots, and then come back and get a bit more detail. I'm going to come over here and finish all this texture to block out this mask thing. And then to make this pop, I'm going to darken this on this side. And what that's going to do is going to separate him more from the background. And then I think I'm gonna get into more detail here. I'm gonna fast forward this, but the links to everything I use plus the paper, I got a comment about what kind of paper I use. I'll leave that comment. I'll leave the description or what kind of paper I use, and the big pen and the stand and all that kind of stuff. But I'm gonna get into art mode real quick, which means I'll be quiet and I'll fast forward this, and this is just to add detail with the same techniques that I've taught you. Go up to get loose flow, block out the things that you want to draw. Come close and tilt the pen to create this kind of effect where you start to get more of a shaded look, and you can start to use this pen almost like a mechanical pencil. All right, I'm gonna fast forward now and talk after I'm done. All right, everybody, I think I'm done here. There's the drawing. This is with the Bic pen, and techniques for this one was to just kind of start with your hand up. It allows you to get a lot more motion. Then come in, tilt the pen where you can get those pencil-like, kind of have to tilt it more than that. Get that pencil kind of shading that I was talking about. You can get that kind of pencil shading. Overall, I love the Bic pen. I use it all the time. Highly recommend getting a Bic pen just to, you know, draw those happy little lines and all those kinds of things. It's really fun. You can do something detailed like this, or this was done with a Bic pen too, where you're just blocking out the shapes and understanding where the things fall, and then minimal shading. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, you know, subscribe, like, comment, do all that kind of stuff. If not, no worries. But I hope this motivates you. Remember, let the art just kind of be a free-flowing thing. It's therapeutic. It's good for your mental health just to kind of draw and not necessarily have in your mind, does this look good? More so just allowing yourself to create and have that time for your mind to just allow your ideas to flow. Hope this helps, and you all have a blessed day.
Artist EQ. Subscribe, like, comment,